This is a really cute bunny. I've got a white 5-inch round that I've blown up to about 2 inches. And this is going to be his tail. I've got a pink, this is bubblegum pink 260. I've pulled the bubble on the end. If you have a scrap, you can use a scrap because all we're going to need is just the end and enough of to tug it through there. I'm going to go ahead and trim that off to about 3 or so inches. That's all we're going to need from that. Then I've got a turquoise blue 260 with about 2.5 to 3 inches uninflated on the end. I've got a white 260 with a little more than a hand width, about 4 or so inches uninflated on the end. And then I've got a turquoise blue 360, and I've got about 7 or so inches uninflated on the end of it. We're going to start with it. Whenever you're working the big ones, remember to always work them soft. So we're going to start by making about a 3-finger bubble, another bubble the same size. We've got 2 bubbles, about 3 fingers. Now I'm going to take the nozzle and twist those 2 together. Tuck the nozzle through the middle to lock it in place. Then we're going to make a pinch twist. So make a little small round bubble. Make that into a pinch twist. Then another about 3-finger bubble. And then a pinch twist at the end of this. And then I'm going to take this pinch twist and I'm going to split it into 2. That's going to be the top of his head, and by splitting it, that's going to make his ears stand up better. You'll see in a minute when we get to that. Then one more 3-finger bubble, same size as that one, and come back down to this pinch twist here. This is the beginning of our rabbit's head. Now for his body, well, we need a neck first, so make a little small, about a 2-finger bubble. That's going to be his neck. And we're going to make 2 small, and see how I made that smaller? That's about the diameter of a 260. 2 smaller pinch twists there. Just like that. And then we're going to make his body. This is a little wider than my hand. And we're going to make another pinch twist at the end of that. Split that pinch twist. If you want, you can come back up. We've got enough to make a bird body, but I just like the single body on the rabbit. It's a preference thing. So we're going to pop that excess off. Put that end around and secure it in place just like that. Now we're going to take our white 260, make sure it's kind of soft there a little bit, and we're going to take the nozzle end and twist it into that split pinch twist at the top of his head. Now we're going to come down the front and twist into the middle part of his head here to make his eye, one of his eyes. So you just lay it on. Twist it into the bottom of his head there. There we go. We get one eye. Then we're going to make 3 full twists. 2 will be a little bit larger. They're going to be his cheeks. 1 is going to be on the bottom for his mouth, slightly smaller. The first 2 are about 3 fingers. And position 1 on either side. Like that. And there. We've got his 2 cheeks, and now a slightly smaller one for his mouth, or I should say the bottom of his mouth. And then we're going to come back up to the top with his second eye. I'm going to pop this excess off, but I want to keep it inflated. It's a little tight, so what I'm going to do is let a little air out so I can tie it into a loop for his feet in a minute. And then take that loop and just divide it into 2 equal bubbles, and we're going to set that aside. We won't need that for a minute or 2. Let me straighten his head up so you can see what I'm talking about on his head. Get everything all turned right. See how we got, from that white, we got the eyes, the two cheeks, and the bottom lip of his mouth there. Get him all nice and straight. Now we're going to take our turquoise 260, and we're going to start by twisting it. Really doesn't matter which end you start at. You can start at the top or the bottom. I'm going to start at the top where these two pin twists are. Just twist the nozzle into there. And then imagine him sitting. So if he's sitting upright like that, where the legs come down, you got an imaginary triangle that we're going to complete in a minute. It's going to come down and across like that. But before we complete this, I'm going to make a pinch twist there. And then I'm going to take that leftover white that I had and make a pair of fold twists by just bringing the two twisted points together and twist it in right there, or I just made a pinch twist. And then I'm going to complete my triangle. I want him sitting more or less up, so the back legs will actually be shorter than the front legs. Twist that into that split pinch twist in the back, so you can see how we're getting his body. Then we're going to come out with the back leg, the front leg, come back up, so you just go out with a bubble this size, twist into the feet, bubble this size, and twist into the top. And then this excess we're going to pop off, but keep it. And just like we did with our feet, we're going to tie it into a loop. Like that. Set that aside for a moment. Now if you'll take one of these pinch twists in his neck, bring it down in the front. If you can see that very well, and tuck it down in between his legs. Now he's going to look forward a little better. You can see how that makes his head look forward instead of looking up at the sky. Also spreads his legs out a little bit. And this one for his feet, I'm going to turn sideways so we'll sit like that. Now we're going to take our 5-inch round that we had, and on that split pinch twist on his bottom, that just goes twisted there. And the reason I split it is that forces the tail to sit a little better like that, so he gets this white fluffy tail. Now we're going to take the pink, the bubblegum pink that we had. This is going to be his nose. What you're going to do is you're going to take the uninflated portion, and coming from underneath, you're going to push it up through his muzzle and grab it at the top. And then what you do is you're going to come down once around the nose and then pull it back tight and twist it into the back of his head. And any excess just tuck up inside there and hide. But the reason you wrap it around the nose is see how it pulls his nose up, so now his nose sticks up better and stays straighter. Now what you can do for his ears, you take that piece you had left over, twist it into those two pinch twists, or a split pinch twist up on the top, and you can see by having that split how it forces his ears to stick up straight. Otherwise, if you had just a pinch twist, they want to roll off to the side, but you get that groove from the split pinch twist that makes them stand up like that. And there's your cute little bunny rabbit.